everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Sk and I'm a dairy farmer from Saskatchewan, Canada. Today we are starting our second cut of alfalfa. It is August 13th or 14th today, one of those two. So we are getting going here with the second cut pretty late. We're probably the latest dairy farmers to be going on second cut, but we always try to wait the longer. We believe it nets us more volume. So coming out of the drought years, we've just been primarily focused on getting enough volume of 4-inch, not necessarily the highest protein in the feed, but more so just getting enough tons on the yard to get us through the next year. We're kind of coming out of that a little bit now. We are looking at maybe starting a little earlier and going for some higher quality feeds maybe next year, but for this year we're still the same. Just going for the late second cut. It also works out good the way the alfalfa keeps over the winter time. It's good to take 2 cuts a year. It will survive the winter a lot more regularly, whereas if you take a later third cut, a lot of the time that alfalfa will experience some winter kill and you will not have that alfalfa for next year. So that's the other reason we go for 2 cuts, a late second cut. So yeah, anyway, we're heading out to the field this morning at about 10. We keep getting showers, which has been buggering up our plans to get going. We wanted to start Wednesday morning, which was yesterday morning. Then we got a shower Tuesday evening, which pushed it to Thursday morning, which was this morning. But then we got a shower last night, so we're like, okay, we'll start at 10 this morning then instead of right away at 7. Hopefully give the alfalfa enough time to dry out. Cutting has also been miserable. Those alfalfa fields, we got some molehills in there, and if it's wet, you can get those showers and you try to cut, it just makes a nightmare for cutting the alfalfa down. So I'm just pulling onto the road here. Should probably pay a little bit of attention at least. Oh yeah. So that's what we're doing today. I'm just heading out to the field right now. We're chopping away now. Chopper's working good. This crop is looking like it's going to yield incredibly well again also, so that's good news. Cold day today. It's only 20 degrees Celsius or 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So coldest day of the year so far for chopping, that's for sure. But that's fine. The equipment usually runs a little bit better when it's cool. The engines are staying a little bit easier cool, so that's good. Nice for a change. Go sit here with a long sleeve. So with the draper head for silaging, because that thing is 35 feet wide and our hay line header is only 16 foot wide. So we're cutting those twice as quick with that draper head, but it just wasn't working. There's too much dirt and mud, especially with the rains we've been getting. This field isn't dry. So we have to switch to the hay line head. So now she's cutting at 50% capacity, and I think we're going to catch right up to her. We also got to rake the swaths together, which kind of sucks. We're going to merge 2 into 1, so that's adding time and an extra person. So we'll get it done, but it's just a couple of hassle things to get out of the way before we can see the end in sight. So waiting, about 20 loads in. There goes Dennis. Okay, we've chopped 23 loads before lunch. We only started at 10, so yeah, we are a bit slower, but there's lunch. We're gonna go eat lunch, best part of the day. These swaths are looking quite heavy. Brent made this magnet so that I can use it to find metal if the metal detector goes off. That's pretty sweet. Still some pretty good swaths out here. Crop itself is dry, but it hasn't been laying that long, so still quite a bit of moisture in the feed, I think, but that's okay. We're dumping the inoculant on it, so well, that was a phenomenal lunch. They're still going over there. Nick had to do something to his truck, and I'm sharpening the knives, so just hang out here for a couple minutes, and then we'll get back to chopping. Chopping away this evening. We just had supper there in the field. Mom brought out sandwiches again. That is epic. We just got into the part of this field where it was cut with the haybine head, so Dad brought the rake out. Putting two swaths into one. Very nice. He wanted to at first just let us chop the 16-foot wide swaths, but I said, man, that's miserable. Please bring out the rake. Yeah. Oh, found it.
Yeah. I found it.
Barbed wire. Bugger. Another piece of barbed wire. That's what we keep finding. Well, that is it for today. We did 160 acres, just 1/4 section of land. Didn't quite hit 100 loads today. We did start a little bit later than usual. We started at 10 a.m. So that's 3 hours less chopping than our typical chopping day. We just knew that it was going to be on the wet side, so we want to start a little bit later this morning. I think it's going to be the same for tomorrow because that haybine header on that swath there just cannot stay ahead of this thing. This chopper just goes, and there's no point chopping at half speed. You know, like, might as well just go quick, and then stop and then have a break for half of the time. We all have other stuff we can be doing, so. Look at this. She wants fuel already. We just did some quick maintenance on everything, got it all ready to go for tomorrow. Again, I just got to fuel the chopper up and then it's ready. So we did enough, I guess, to put some plastic on the pile anyway. So we're gonna go do that now.